Just a little disclaimer before the video starts. You may be able to tell from my voice, I'm a little bit ill. So, whilst I did get a new mic, the quality is still going to be poor. So sorry about that. A channel on YouTube I quite like is Summoning Salt, who does videos on speedrun progressions of all types of games. One of these videos is Frap Snowland, the history of Mario Kart 64's most broken track. Around 12 minutes and 40 seconds in, we see this man, Myles Bukrim. In this clip, Myles accidentally broke the world record for the lap time, an impressive feat, showing his high skill in Mario Kart.
Did you see that? New world record. I've only been playing like 5 minutes. Unbelievable.
Mario Kart isn't the only game he did speedruns of, also doing runs on Super Mario 64, another game he was very skilled at running. However, with Super Mario 64, Myles found himself in a little bit of controversy. In 2015, a speedrunner by the name of Kives, I don't know how it's pronounced. But anyway, this runner found that Myles' record from 7 years before, in 2008, had been spliced. And if you don't know what that means, it means that Myles used 2 separate recordings and edited them together, making it seem like it was one recording, and thus one speedrun. This was quite a big deal for many in the Super Mario 64 speedrunning community, as this speedrun was very popular and important for the community. In response to his fake run being revealed, Myles did something that you would not expect from someone on my channel. He apologised and owned up to his mistakes. However, for some reason, this apology includes things that are a bit strange. He just randomly brings up truths about himself, admitting that he's a 30-year-old kissless virgin. Now, I understand the thought process from this, wanting to give some delicate information about himself to show his honesty, as he states that this is the only time he had cheated. But obviously, anyone with any sort of common sense should know that you shouldn't really reveal that kind of what could be construed as embarrassing information so freely on the internet. When Myles was a junior in high school, so around the age of 17, he had been diagnosed with Achilles tendonitis in both of his legs, which is an injury to the Achilles tendon which is above the heel. This injury should normally be treated quite simply. However, his treatment took 1 year, 5 months and 5 days, which likely would have put a hamper on his ability to play basketball, a sport he enjoyed playing and was very good at. This was because this leg injury had instead been around 4 years prior, to when he was 13, as the doctors he had been going to failed to properly identify and treat Myles' issues. This injury has kept him in pain, with it starting in 1997 and lasting at least until 2014, when Myles uploaded My Dark Secret, revealing both the injury and the depression it has kept him in.
As a junior in high school, I developed Achilles tendonitis in both of my legs, and I had to undergo physical therapy for 1 year, 5 months, and 5 days.
My Dark Secret was uploaded on Myles' first channel, titled Shadow of Myles, with this channel lasting from 2007 to 2014, where he mostly posted videos based on speedrunning, although every so often he would upload tutorials as well as channel updates. However, for some reason, he decided to stop using this channel. Myles would return in 2019 on his new channel, Myles Bukrim. However, these videos would be deleted as Myles saw these as a work in progress and thus took them down. Myles would again upload videos in March of 2020. However, starting anything at that time was pretty much a pointless endeavour, so he again stopped and deleted these videos too. I believe no archives of any of these videos remain. On the 1st of November 2020, Myles uploaded a new video, and this time it would stay up for a long period of time, with this video essentially just being an announcement that he would begin producing new content again, as well as some of the information I spoke about a minute ago. This video is a bit strange, which I'll just let you see for yourself.
My dark secret is, of course, that I was born with a pair of defective feet, and that I've had severe Achilles tendonitis in both legs since I was 17. But what about the other secrets I used to dominate my dark secret? Eventually, I plan on sharing all my secrets so that the human race can follow in my footsteps.
Also, something I hadn't included about the old channel, Shadow of Myles, is that the channel banner states, Myles praises God and Jesus. And this continues on to this new channel, with it again being included in the channel banner as well as many videos, which is just a bit weird, although that may just be me. I can't really explain why I think it's weird, but I do. The next video is the first in his new autobiography series that he was creating, with this video being the first part, the introduction. This again lists off some of the things that I've already mentioned, like his defective feet and Achilles tendonitis. Other than that, Myles shows off his body again like he did in the first video, and I didn't really talk about it then, but I'll talk about it now.
My ultimate goal is to amass millions of believers and share my personal experiences with them. Personal experiences using my greatest gift to dominate my dark secret. The life I live should be a global source of inspiration, because I'm 36 years old. I was born with a pair of defective feet. I've had severe Achilles tendonitis in both legs since I was 17, and I am still incredibly beautiful 18 years old from head to toe. I mean, just look at me.
But these tops are a bit strange, right? They just look a bit goofy. By the way, he does this in literally every autobiography video. The following introduction videos are as you expect. It's Myles talking about how his birth defect and Achilles tendonitis have affected his younger life. However, in the 8th chapter of the introduction, Myles again brings up that he's a virgin at the age of 36, that he's read the Bible from start to finish 7 times and counting.
At the church school, I became the extremely devout Christian I am today. I've never drank alcohol, never smoked, never done drugs. I'm a virgin. I've read every word of the Bible from start to finish 7 times and counting.
And after doing his iconic pose, he states this.
I'm an extremely devout Christian, and I'm here to inspire the world with my 6-pack of righteousness.
The next part of the autobiography starts off with Myles again suffering, although not directly from the Achilles tendonitis and his birth defect, as he has stated numerous times at this point. This suffering was from his father having a stroke and his neighbour having a heart attack, requiring him to look after his father, his father's cats, his neighbour's cats, and his own cat, totalling up to 24 cats. At this time he worked a dead-end job where he was underpaid and had nobody else to help him. He recalls a dream where he walked on water, and when he woke up, he states this.
After waking from the river walk, my first words were, I'm tired of being way more beautiful than all the 30-something-year-old women I know. And with that, I'm turning the page.
It gets a bit more incelly from here, with Myles wanting to date a supermodel. Actually, I'll just let him speak for himself again.
Sorry if I offended anyone. I'm human, and I was dealing with raw, depressed emotion. What I said was true, but it wasn't. I know a lot of beautiful 30-something-year-old women. Still dealing with raw, depressed emotion, I tried to think of something that would make me happy. So I said to myself, I want the ultimate supermodel. A tall, slender woman, about 5'8", 5'9", with a body that flows from her head to her toes. Tall and slender with breasts so large she gets her bras airmailed.
And I want her to have the most breathtakingly beautiful angel face. Yeah. I need someone who obsesses over vegetables and be an incredibly beautiful 18 years old, like me. Someone who is immaculately clean, well-organized, and self-supporting, like I am. And someone who can help me take care of all these cats. Back to life, back to reality, back from a fantasy, yeah.
With the recovery of his neighbour and the partial recovery of his father, Myles could go back to work and got a temporary job. On his first day, he saw the person he had been looking for, a woman who filled his desires, although their first meeting wasn't great as she seemed annoyed, which confused Myles, stating that she should have been the happiest woman ever with a handsome stud like me standing there. For his first week at this company, he did not speak to her. This would soon change, and they would begin communicating briefly. This was until she planned to go on holiday, leaving Myles with her responsibilities, with her requesting to train Myles in that role. They would continue chatting after her holiday, and even through bumps in their time together, Myles was always able to cheer her back up. Upon learning she had a boyfriend, Myles began pursuing her less, and the last thing that happened between them that Myles has disclosed so far is that they both hugged after his temporary job was finished. Autobiographies aren't the only thing present on Myles' channel, with him also talking about Minesweeper Online Beginner. He has been playing Minesweeper a lot, especially due to the pandemic last year, and was constantly topping the Minesweeper Online Beginner leaderboards, as he was literally playing it for hours a day, playing early before work, and then playing for hours at work. Why does he enjoy playing Minesweeper so much? I have no idea. The only idea I could have is that he still likes speedrunning, and this is somewhat close to it, and it's very easy to play. The last thing I have to mention about Myles is Myles Ball, which is just basketball, but he calls it Myles Ball for some reason. I honestly can't explain it, so sorry. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, Myles used to play basketball in school and was pretty good at it, although due to his injuries he had to give it up. This seems to have made way for Myles Ball, where he just plays basketball by himself. Myles is definitely a peculiar person to say the least. He has since left his speedrunning past. Well, for the most part. I'm not going to count the Minesweeper, which he hasn't been playing much anyway, and it seems as though he's completely abandoned it. In his autobiography series so far, he has not mentioned it, or in his other videos. Maybe he felt really bad for cheating and wanted to completely separate himself from it entirely. However, despite me saying that, he seems to be stuck in the past. You've seen the video quality, it's not great. His intro also remains essentially the same from his old channel, consisting of the same music as well as a similar design, so it doesn't seem that he has upgraded from what seems to be Windows Movie Maker. I'm not saying this to try and be mean, but it is just weird. It looks like his videos come from before 2010, which is nice nostalgia, I'll give him that, but it doesn't seem right during 2021. Finally, as you can probably tell by now, Myles continuously brings up his leg injuries, and whilst of course they are a big part of his life that has encumbered him, he mentions it in literally every video, and he has made over 50, and in many, it's numerous references. Personally, I kind of hope that Myles is playing himself up to be a bit of a character, because those outros are very out there. Why does he have to put the sunglasses on? Why does he have to stand in the same position? Why is he wearing a crop top? Why does he keep his shoulders so stiff? Well, anyway, it's just hard for me to speak about and understand Myles, so I guess I'll just have to sum up Myles by saying that Myles is 37 years old. He was born with a pair of defective feet, he has severe Achilles tendonitis in both legs since he was 17, and he's still incredibly beautiful. 18 years old from head to toe. I mean, just look at him.